Your car accelerates faster than ever. It's safer, quieter, more efficient. So why does driving feel strangely empty? Think about your last drive. Instant acceleration, silent cabin, suspension absorbing everything, technology doing the hard work. Smooth, controlled, forgettable. Here's the uncomfortable truth. This didn't happen by accident. The same engineering decisions that made cars safer and more efficient quietly removed the sensations that made driving feel alive.
For most of automotive history, vehicles were designed around human sensation, how the steering wheel felt in your hands, how the throttle responded to your foot, how the engine sounded under load, how the chassis communicated grip through vibration and movement. These were not secondary details. They were the driving experience. But modern vehicles are no longer built around sensation first. They are built around performance targets, lap time benchmarks, fuel efficiency numbers, emissions compliance, crash test ratings, noise reduction standards, stability scores. Engineering priorities shifted from what the driver feels to what the spreadsheet measures. This is the core trade-off. Old cars optimized for physical feedback and mechanical connection. New cars optimize for system performance, efficiency, and predictability at scale. And humans do not experience charts. They experience sensation. When design moves away from sensation and toward optimization, the machine improves on paper while the experience changes in the real world.
One of the biggest changes drivers feel is the disappearance of mechanical feedback. Electric power steering replaced hydraulic systems that once transmitted road texture directly into your hands. Drive-by-wire throttles replaced mechanical cables that once translated foot pressure into immediate engine response. Brake-by-wire systems now modulate pressure through software logic instead of pure hydraulic force. Heavy sound insulation isolates engine noise, tire noise, and drivetrain vibration. From an engineering standpoint, these changes make sense. They improve consistency. They reduce fatigue. They improve safety margins. They eliminate variability. But they also remove something important. They remove noise. And that noise was not meaningless. It was how drivers sensed grip. It was how they felt acceleration. It was how they understood the machine's limits. When feedback disappears, the car becomes easier to control, but also harder to feel. This is the trade-off. Precision control increases. Emotional engagement decreases. Over time, isolation itself became a design objective. Manufacturers began chasing quieter cabins, smoother ride quality, lower vibration levels, and greater separation between the driver and the mechanical world. Part of this came from regulations, noise standards, comfort expectations, fatigue reduction goals. Part of it came from market demand. Mainstream buyers want quiet cabins. They want soft suspension. They want smooth power delivery. They want minimal road disturbance. So vehicles were engineered to insulate drivers from the outside environment. Less vibration, less sound, less texture, less mechanical awareness. Driving became calmer, but also flatter. Cars slowly shifted from being physical tools that required interaction into transportation appliances that operate quietly in the background of daily life. The machine still performs, but it no longer announces itself. Here is another strange contradiction. Modern cars are faster than ever. Acceleration times dropped dramatically. Torque delivery became instant. Traction systems maximize grip automatically. Yet many drivers say modern speed feels less exciting. That is because software now manages the experience. Artificial engine sound replaces real combustion noise. Torque smoothing removes harsh power spikes. Launch control automates perfect starts. Traction systems prevent wheel slip before the driver even notices. The result is impressive performance, but it is filtered performance. Computers deliver better results, but they remove struggle. They remove effort. They remove the skill gap between driver ability and machine capability. You gain speed, but you lose accomplishment. This is the accessibility trade-off. More people can drive fast. Fewer people feel involved while doing it. Safety systems changed more than vehicle behavior. They changed driver psychology. Modern cars constantly monitor wheel speed, lane position, following distance, driver attention, collision risk. The vehicle no longer simply responds, it intervenes. It corrects steering, it limits throttle, it applies brakes automatically, it warns you before danger appears. Responsibility slowly shifts. The driver becomes a supervisor, the system becomes the operator. This makes driving safer, but it also changes how drivers engage mentally. Less tension, less immersion, less adrenaline. Risk is reduced, intensity fades. Safer driving feels calmer, but calmer driving feels less memorable. This is not a flaw, it is intentional design. There is a reason this topic creates emotional debate. Different drivers want different things. Enthusiasts value mechanical feedback, raw sensation, direct control, physical involvement. The mass market values quiet cabins, comfort, convenience, automation, low-effort operation. Manufacturers design for volume. They follow the largest group of buyers. That means prioritizing comfort and predictability over tactile engagement. This is not incompetence. It is economic gravity. Niche emotional drivers lose influence. Mainstream comfort buyers shape the market. The result is vehicles optimized for broad appeal rather than emotional intensity. So what actually happened? Cars became faster, safer, cleaner, more efficient, more reliable. At the same time, they became less transparent, less tactile, less involving, less emotionally engaging. The system improved. The experience changed. Not universally worse, but worse for drivers who value connection over convenience. This is the cost of optimization. When machines are engineered to minimize error and maximize performance, they also minimize friction, and friction is where humans feel most alive.
We did not accidentally design cars this way. We chose measurable performance over human sensation. We chose system optimization over mechanical intimacy, and that choice reshaped how driving feels. So the real question is not technical anymore. It is philosophical. Are we building transportation optimized for metrics or experiences designed for human connection? Because performance keeps improving and feeling keeps fading.